If fear is the mind killer, then what is it that gives your mind life? It's Girl in Space.
I woke up and I wasn't in my bed. I was in the glass house and Mommy was crying, which was scary because she never cries. She was digging under the big maple tree and crying, and I wanted to go to her and tell her it's okay, but I was scared. So I stayed quiet and I hid. But I don't think I hid very well because Daddy found me and he scooped me up and carried me back to bed. I asked him what was making Mommy sad, and he said Mommy was making herself sad, and that didn't make sense. He tucked me in and kissed my forehead and told me to go back to sleep, and I could tell he was sad too. He told me not to get up again until morning, no matter what. Then he left. And I didn't hear Mommy crying anymore. Now I'm here in...
Go to sleep now, little bird. There'll be plenty to record in the morning.
So, what is it you really want? You didn't radio me just to tell me things we both already know.
You're right. It's a distraction.
What?
Crap. X? X, talk to me.
She's unconscious, genius. She patch you up?
Yeah.
Nice. Usually when I give people a fighting chance, they don't fight so well. Any last words?
You don't have to do this.
Unfortunately, I do. Nothing personal, brother. What was that?
I don't know. This thing's been falling apart since before we arrived.
That wasn't just the ship falling apart. That was an impact.
Is the Enforcer 1 firing on us?
They wouldn't fire on us. Not with me on board.
Must be nice.
As scintillating as this conversation is, I've got a schedule to keep. What? What are you going to do with that IV stand? Ward off my gun blasts?
Oh, you never know.
I admire your tenacity, brother. But sometimes you just gotta know when you're beat. All right, little lady. Let's get you back to the... What is that? What in the... It's... That's not possible.
Chen? Chen?
I'm here.
Oh my gosh, you're...
I'm fine. X. I'll be fine.
You're not fine. This is not what fine looks like. How... Okay. I can fix you. The wound's cauterized, but we need to stop the internal bleeding.
X, I'm okay. It's okay. This is my job. This is what I do.
Well, it's a crappy job and you shouldn't have to.
I want to.
Well, too bad. You're not going to die. I don't want you to. I won't let you. Think we could put your brain into Kai's chassis?
I'm gonna just flat out say no to that one.
There are no bad ideas when you're brainstorming. Okay. I reattached my dad's arm once. We live in an age of space travel. We have false gravity. We have frickin' Charlotte, for crying out loud. I mean, I know I can't weld you per se, but nothing is impossible. Come on. That stupid fixer pulled through, and she was like 1 billion years old. You're young and strong and healthy, so there's no reason why you can't too. Oh, I just found your...
What are you gonna... Okay, I guess, yep, this is happening. You just dumped my severed arm right in my lap. I'm just... gonna...
Shh. It's all right. Rest up, buddy. We're gonna make everything okay again. I'm not gonna let you give up and die.
It's what he wants.
I didn't ask you. Oh, hey. Are you the one who did this to Chen?
Yeah. Go on, then. Kill me. I'm not afraid to die.
Okay, what is up with everyone and death? Why would I kill you? I'm not going to kill you. None of you are going to die. At least not until you answer my questions.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, be scared. Also, tell me what happened.
You understand I blew Chen's arm off, right? And that he is most likely going to die.
Yes.
Just curious? You don't seem too broken up about it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm angry. But I know better than to act on it and do something stupid. Now, what happened after you knocked me out? Why is the dash core such a wreck? Why are you buried underneath all of that rubble?
Ship got grabbed.
Grabbed? What, like by the Enforcer 1?
The star! Out there! It reached out like an arm of fire or something and moved the Kavatica.
Ra, yeah.
The star reached out.
Yes.
The red dwarf star. You believe me?
Yes.
What's going on? Why do you believe me? Why are we having this freaky tea party conversation? Is there anyone normal around I can talk to?
Not likely. I'm not normal. Ra's not normal. There's very little normal about this particular point in space and time. I know you're just doing what the counselor told you to do. You're just doing your job. I get that now. And Ra's just doing his job. And I'm just here to do mine. Okay, sit tight. I'll send someone to start digging you out. Eventually. I know, you don't understand. How about this? You try to move or dig yourself out or come after any of my crew, and Ra will reach out to you again. But this time, he'll melt through that tempered crystal and you'll burn and freeze simultaneously, your blood boiling and your eyeballs shattering, all while getting pumped full of so much radiation you'll turn into a giant tumor and then disintegrate on a cellular level.
I'm not afraid to die.
I know, you said that already. I just wanted to give you fair warning.
What are you doing?
I'm clearing out the rubble so I can get Chen to the glass house. Then I'm going to fix him. Then I'm going to fix you. Then I'm going to fix the Kavatica and this giant flipping mess we're all in, okay?
You're crazy.
Yeah. Day 10, Mark 320, hour 2306. Status update. I got Chen to the glass house, which... well, more on that later. For now, I'll just say that the shipquake affected more than just the dash core. Chen is... well... he's resting for now. He went into hypovolemic shock, though we finally got his IV all set up, so he should be okay again soon. Maybe. Thankfully, Danny was here with Charlotte working on Kai when the ship got knocked off kilter, and again, thankfully, they were both uninjured and able to help me treat Chen. Speaking of which, we did the best we could. I mean, I do have some experience with limb reattachment, but we'll see. Otherwise, Charlotte's back to working on Kai, and Danny...
Danny is here to make sure you get some rest.
Hey, did you sedate,
Yes, Assistant Frost is sedated. Again. And your head is bleeding again. Here, give me that.
Whew. Day 10 Mark 321, hour 1232. Apparently, I needed some rest. Again. My head. It's... oh.
Oh my gosh.
That's blood. There's blood in my eyes?
Go lay back down right now. You've bled through those bandages like 4 times, and I am so tired of changing them.
Oh. Where's Chen? Is he...
He's okay, yeah. He was conscious for a few minutes earlier. His fluid levels are back to normal. And he said something about spiders before passing out. Not like unconscious passing out, like passing out asleep. The okay kind.
Good. And, what's the assistant's name? Frost?
I take immeasurable joy in sedating them every 4 hours or so.
And how are you? Has anyone checked in with you?
I'm good. I like knowing I can help you guys out.
You are so fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Hey, this should totally earn you your doctorate.
I don't think it works like that.
Honorary doctorate?
Get some rest. I'm gonna go check on Charlotte. She zoomed off the engine room pod with Kai's chassis a couple minutes ago for some strange and unknown reason. Promise me you'll lie down?
Yep.
Okay. Sleep well.
Okay. We're all okay. Ish. The glass house pod, though, it's grim. Everything's broken. Well, not everything. None of the crystalline structure is cracked or broken, or else we'd have been dead hours ago. But there are tree branches down everywhere, and roots are exposed. And the pathways are buried in mud and leaves. And the aviary door is off of its hinges, which means we'll be playing 52 bird species pickup later. Oh. Your roses. I'm so sorry, Dad. Oh, and the swing's down. Well, at least that we can fix. Wait, what's... Huh. Some of the maple tree's roots got exposed too, but I don't... Oh. Well, that's just... Wait. I thought that was just a dream. It was definitely a dream. She was crying, and you kissed my forehead and told me to go back to bed. Right? I didn't see anything. That's just a big, round, white rock, probably. Which is really hard to say, by the way. Big, round, white rock. Big, round, white rock. Big, round, white rock. I really should go lie back down.
Triumph, triumph, triumph.
Hey, Danny, Charlotte, what's the... Kai!
Hello, X.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, no, don't run. Ugh.
Kai, I'm so happy to see you. Well, I mean, I've been seeing you, technically, or, your body at least. I mean, your chassis? Sorry, that sounds super weird and creepy. Ugh, I'm just so stoked that you're functional again.
I am also happy to see you.
Oh man, I have this super weird urge to run up to you and, squeeze your torso. I mean, what's that all about, right?
That's called a hug.
How about instead we remain calm and civil so as to not worsen the massive blunt force trauma you've managed to incur on your forehead? Also, I'm glad to see you as well.
X, you bleed through those bandages one more time and I will end you.
I am impressed by your devotion to your work. How's Chen?
Not great. Sleeping for now. That stupid assistant shot him through the shoulder this time, close range. His lungs and heart were exposed, and we had to reattach one of his arms. Thankfully, we've got the mother lode of antibiotics, bandages, IV fluids, and hemostatic sponges, so I'm optimistic.
You usually are. And how are you?
Just a little bump to the head. I was more worried about you, actually. I'm so sorry I couldn't fix you. I've never been good with machinery.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ugh. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm so glad Charlotte was here.
Me too. It was her idea to harvest the final part we needed to repair Kai from the engine pod.
Would you like to live?
Nice. Thank you, Charlotte.
You are welcome.
Oh, man. Kai, I am just so glad you're back. I have so many questions for you. Were you conscious the whole time your suit was out of order? I mean, I was so afraid that you were trapped in there in the darkness, screaming silently, staring out at us helplessly from within the metal prison of your suit.
I am fine now, thank you.
Sorry. I don't mean to be all rambly. I'm just super excited you're back.
Yeah, so, Charlotte and I took a quick stock of the ship, and it turns out that the damage from the earthquake wasn't nearly as bad as we thought. Earthquake? Shipquake? Tremor? Whatever we're calling it.
I like shipquake? That sounds accurate. And what is the damage?
Well, we'll cover the bad news first just to get it over with. The communications pod is gone. It finally broke off and sailed away and is officially gone forever. But it had been kind of hanging on by a thread, so maybe it's not that much of a surprise. Also, the hull of the cockpit pod was ruptured, and we lost a lot of atmo before we could get it patched up. So basically, the whole thing's off limits right now. Even though it's not technically my field, I tried grafting some of those pink crystals onto the rift to see if they'd help reinforce the seal, and so far they're responding with a nice, even growth. They really flourish with the addition of some heat. Oh, and Frost is still trapped and sedated in the dash core. They might be in shock too, but I kinda don't care since they're actively trying to kill us. What else?
There was also significant damage along the port side corridor.
Oh, right, yeah.
The trauma from the communications pod breaking away bent, and ruptured several of the support beams near the 1 remaining magnetically sealed pod.
And what's in that pod again?
Oral receptors malfunctioning.
Okay. Is the door still sealed?
Affirm. Yes, for now.
Okay. What else?
Just some minor buckling in the bulkheads and floors, some furniture and personal items out of place, broken glass. But that seems to be the worst of it.
Huh. Wow. Not too terrible. We can totally deal with all of this.
Deal with what?
Oh my gosh! And Chen's awake! Everything is so amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh, hey, Kai. Good to see you again.
The same to you, sir. I regret I was not around to help you take on the counselor's assistant.
Oh, I did just fine on my own.
Yay! Good. Now, who wants to help me round up the birds and get them back into the aviary? We only had a few dozen species to begin with, and they're not all exactly, friendly toward each other, so I'm kind of worried that number might be rapidly dropping. Chen, you're exempt, of course, but I could actually use your help with...
Wait, is that?
What? A rock? Yes.
No. That. There, under the maple tree.
The big white rock wedged underneath those exposed roots?
No. Not to alarm you or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's a human skull.
What?
No. We're all just tired and stressed and suffering from massive amounts of blood loss and head trauma. Plus, it's been a super long day.
I think she might be right.
Okay, you were unconscious until about 30 seconds ago. You're probably hallucinating.
Yeah. This is very clearly a human skull. Male, probably aged 6 to 7 months.
What? That didn't really happen.
What didn't really happen?
Oh my gosh. Look. There's more than one.
Would you like to live forever?
No. It was a dream. Here. They're seriously just rocks. I'll show you.
I don't think that's a good idea. Kai, why don't you help X rebandage your head over there by the waterfall and the orchids?
Roger that.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm not here. And don't treat me like some hysterical invalid and usher me off to safety or whatever. I'm a scientist, and you have no idea what I've been through or dealt with or seen or done over the years, okay? In fact, what is this? This is blood.
Yes. There is blood literally dripping down your face from your massive head injury.
Aw, come on. I've rebandaged that thing 4 times.
Let's assess your injuries, get you bandaged up, and then we'll come back and figure all of this out.
Yeah, okay.
Here.
Do not judge us too harshly.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't that bad.
What wasn't that bad?
Being off, out of commission. It wasn't all darkness and silent screaming. It was quiet. Nothingness. Peace.
Oh. That sounds kind of nice, actually. Restful. Would you, have preferred to stay that way?
No.
4, 5, 6.
Look out. There's one to your right. No, your other right.
Sounds like
They're just doing their jobs. We'll join them again when we're done with ours here. Hold still.
Wow. That really... It's like echoes of pain rippling through my skull. You know, I never did find out what happened.
Looks like a compound cranial fracture caused by a blunt object to the forehead. I'm assuming said object was the stock of a Caldwell Enterprises bulk rifle.
You know, you really shouldn't assume.
I've heard. Speaking of which, has anyone checked you for a concussion?
No, but I've had them before and I know what they feel like. And I don't think...
What was that about assumption?
You're really trying to keep me away from what's going on by the maple tree.
No, I'm trying to assess whether my friend has a serious brain injury.
Are you finally admitting that we're friends?
If it means you'll pay attention and let me help you, yes. Here, look up for a second. Do you have a headache?
Obviously.
Nausea?
I'm kind of hungry, I guess.
Sensitivity to light?
Whoa. You have a flashlight in your neck?
All right. You seem to be...
Chen's looking at me weird. Now Danny's looking at me too.
Stay here. I'll go find out.
How about we both go? What? What is it?
What happened here? Did you know these bones were here?
There are the remains of at least 7 bodies here.
Whoa. What? No, I had no idea. Well, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I used to have these dreams.
Dreams?
Yeah, but they weren't... I mean, they didn't mean anything. They were just dreams.
Like what?
I don't know. Flies and a metal door on the beach. Drones hovering over the ocean. Some sort of vehicle collision. A white-haired woman in a green chair next to a vase full of lilacs. They don't mean anything.
That's all right. You said... Did you have one about the maple tree?
I was little, and my mom was crying, and, burying something. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
I thought that sign was like, I don't know, a family crest or something. Not a grave marker.
Honorum lutum sanguine.
Honor in dirt and blood?
There's no honor in this. They're children.
Whoa, wait. You don't even know what happened here.
Do you?
No, but... Look, my parents were good people. There's a logical and rational explanation as to what's going on. Charlotte, can you tell us what happened here?
Oral receptors
No. Do not even tell me your oral receptors are malfunctioning.
Find me. Find me. Find... It's like I've been saying all along. The children are the key. But I need your help. The station can't survive another...
That's the recording she played for us the other day.
The children are the key? The key to what?
Whatever they were working on.
Which was?
Why is everyone looking at me? I don't know what they were working on. I promise.
That's all right. We'll start out easy. What was the Raw initiative?
It's just raw.
Okay. But in what capacity? What were they doing to Ra?
No, you don't... They weren't doing anything to him. Well, at least not at first.
Then, help us to understand.
They made him. Ra is the first human-made star in our galaxy.
What?
Wait. How do you make a star?
Are you saying your parents made Ra? Wait, what does that even mean?
I wasn't actually involved with that part of the...
Do not judge us too harshly.
Wait, so what did Charlotte mean when she said the children are the key?
I don't know. I'm still...
Are the bones here related to Ra somehow?
Oral receptors malfunctioning.
Did Ra really reach out earlier and grab the ship? How would that even happen?
I don't know. I didn't see...
Is Ra sentient? How is Ra sentient? That doesn't make any sense.
Would you like to live forever?
Does Ra have an agenda? Can a star have an agenda?
Is Ra even actually a star?
Oh, well, that I can.
Triumph. Warning.
Why didn't you tell us any of this earlier?
Wait, what does that make you?
Wait, you're...
Enough. Just, I need, like, a second. Okay, maybe more like 1,000,000 seconds. Yeah, okay, look, this is all... It's a little overwhelming. And by a little, I mean a lot. Yes, Ra actually is a human-made star. And the humans who made him were my parents. And yes, we're connected, Ra and I. But I don't think that's pertinent to whatever's happening here. I mean, it's complicated, me and Ra. I don't even really understand it, much less know how to explain it.
Okay, all of that weird star stuff aside, you never noticed that your parents were slaughtering helpless children. You didn't hear, like, any screams in the night or anything?
Yeah, I guess now that I look back on it. I mean, I could have. Wait, are you saying this is my fault?
No, just how did you not know what was going on?
I don't know. They said science was the portal to discovery. They said it was good. They said I was good. I trusted them.
Gosh, no, I didn't mean...
It's all right. We'll get this all figured out.
I'm sorry. I just need a few minutes to process.
Here.
Day 10 mark 321, hour 22:43. I've talked about perfection before on this recorder, how it's an unattainable human construction, how we're obsessed with the supposition that we can be or become something that we actually can't. The arrogance that the limited can achieve the limitless, that something without an outer limit even can be achieved, it can't. Perfection is the shiny object atop an infinite pedestal. I've talked about beauty too, especially here in the Glasshouse Pod where there's so much light and warmth and abundance. Where beauty is everywhere, every day, in everything from the cherry blossoms and oranges to the ferns, lilies, finches, aloe plants, spiders, hibiscus, cacti, and, yeah, even the fish. But I don't think I've ever talked about good. You know, the force diametrically opposed to the equally vague and confusing notion of evil. We wrap so much up into our concept of goodness. Everything from the massive umbrella of ethics to the smallest twitch of a smile, the littlest gesture. Actions, behaviors, habits, patterns of speech, decisions, thoughts, dreams, they all merit judgment if you care to apply it. Maybe that was where I failed. Maybe I could have prevented this, or at least some of it. If I'd have known what to look for or what to do, if I'd have known what they were doing, why they were doing it, what they hoped to accomplish. But we, or at least I, was so eager to coast along the easy route, the loving, cared-for route, that I didn't notice the slow disappearance of embryos from that drawer. Or, if I did notice, I didn't think to question it. Where they were going, what was happening to them. Or, if I did question it, I stopped before my mind landed upon an answer that would be troubling, or frightening, or worse, uncomfortable. My mother asked me for a new specimen about every 10 months or so, give or take. It meant she was starting a new project, which was always an exciting time for our family. I would bring her one of the embryos from the drawer, and she would send me off to help my father tend the gardens. I thought I was helping. I thought it was okay to trust them. I thought I was doing something good. And maybe I was. Maybe they had weighed the moral cost. Maybe they were working on curing diseases or building healthier human children or, I don't know, undestroying the earth. Maybe they were working toward what does Caldwell Enterprises call it? The greater good. But what gets me is that right now, I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. Because I was doing what was easy, blindly following orders. I should have thought to challenge them, question them. Heck, I should have asked more questions, period. I was so focused on being a good little human daughter that I didn't stop to think if, in doing so, I might be serving a purpose that wasn't.
X, I really don't want to interrupt your monologue, but aren't you being a little hard on yourself?
Yeah, well, maybe it's finally time I was held accountable.
You were a child. Children trust their parents implicitly. They do what their parents tell them. Their brains aren't developed enough to discern right from wrong or to challenge authority, especially unprompted.
Maybe mine was, and I'm just a huge coward.
Or maybe you don't even fully understand what it is you're blaming yourself for.
Yeah, but I do. The bones of 7 children under the maple tree.
8. Danny found another skull.
You're not helping.
No, I am helping. You're just not listening. Why?
Because I'm right and you're wrong?
No. I think it's because taking on your parents' guilt absolves them of it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it?
You don't have to sit here with me, I'm not particularly entertaining right now, unless you're, really into Byronic hero-style brooding. You can go off with Chen and Danny and Charlotte and sort bones or whatever.
They stopped a couple of hours ago to rest. Anyway, I prefer it over here.
The waterfall and the orchids, right? Super soothing.
Yes.
Chen didn't like the spiders.
They're a critical component of any ecosystem.
That's what I said. Well, technically I said spiders are our friends, but that's pretty much the same thing. Did you see the terrarium in the middle?
Rhenius cavaticus? Oh.
Yeah. She's what the cavatic is named after. Dad used to tell me... Sorry. It's been a day.
Why don't you get some sleep? You need it.
Why are you being so nice to me?
Someone has to. And you're not being particularly nice to yourself.
You're not gonna, murder me in my sleep?
With me, you have a 100% no murdering guarantee. Well, with a standard 0.01% variable, of course.
Of course. Good. I was actually kind of worried that when you came back, you'd come back, evil or with, amnesia or a cowboy accent or something. I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
You're actually okay? I mean, you're not evil?
No evil. No amnesia. Just me. I promise.
Kai?
I'm here.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Okay. I must be hearing things. Or maybe it was just another dream.
Likely. You bled through your bandages again. Should I be concerned?
Just make sure I don't die, okay? I want to help out tomorrow, and I can't do that if I'm dead.
All right.
It all becomes part of you out here.
What does?
Everything. Nothing. It's all one thing. I'm part of the void. I'm part of all matter. I'm part of them. I'm even part of you.
Are you talking about the bones beneath the tree?
How could I have mistaken them for a dream? The sphere, fragile and luminous, takes flight rapidly, bursts and spits out its flimsy soul like a golden dream. That is Baudelaire again, but I'm not sure which translation. Okay, tell me you heard it that time.
I definitely heard it that time.
Oh, crap. I totally forgot. Frost. We need to get to the others now. Support for the Girl in Space podcast is made possible by listeners like you. You can help keep the show going, get sweet merch, and access bonus episodes for as little as $2 a month when you become a patron on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/girlinspace, all one word, to check out exclusive rewards for patrons and make your pledge. That's Patreon, patreon.com/girlinspace. For credits and a full transcription of this and other episodes of Girl in Space, please visit girlinspacepodcast.com. If you're interested in creative writing, be sure to check out my other show, Right Now. That's right, like WRITE, because puns. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to the Girl in Space podcast. It means so much.